My overlay's lined up for game heart, so I'll have to fix it again for the next game, but there we go. And I will get the proper overlays going in just a moment. Okay, cool. Here we go. Spawning down here in the bottom right-hand side, our red Protoss player. It is Welmu. Of course, hailing from Finland. And one of the most... I don't know, he's been around since forever. He always does well. But he's going to be up against CatZ spawning up here. The Peruvian powerhouse, of course, owner and captain of Team Root. Or OSC Root, and creative genius that he is. So CatZ going to be up here as well. CatZ coming with an early drone scout, is not able to block that Nexus first from going down though. Going to have a little bit of a wrestling match with that probe. Probe is just going to pull back well. We're going Nexus into gate. Just going to be going for a very economic opening here. CatZ, meanwhile, expanding to the front hatchery first, wanting to get a head start on his creep spread. Going to be interesting to see if he just avoids the back hatchery altogether and goes for the fourth base. Remember, Snoot used to do that back in 2014 with Swarmos. But CatZ has other plans. CatZ is just going to expand inside Welmu's base. And I wonder if this is just as a distraction. I mean, he doesn't have a gas or a pool. If he does put down a gas and a pool straight away, he might be able to build, say, like a queen from it. But I really feel like CatZ is just trying to bait an overreaction here from Welmu. Welmu, though, actually not biting the bait, waiting until he gets some more scouting information, just building a second gateway, continuing to build probes, continuing to mine, not panicking whatsoever. And CatZ is actually going for a fourth hatchery before pool. Holy crap. CatZ is a madman. And then a gas! It's past 2 minutes, he still doesn't have a spawning pool. This is insanity. Welmu right now comes in. Does he realize there's no spawning pool? I think he's going to go check the gold base. If I were Welmu, I might just ignore this hatchery. He's going to get a pylon there. Of course, he'll be able to overcharge that to help take down the hatch and any queens that pop out of it. Meanwhile, CatZ has gotten away with a kind of naughty build order. Very quick third base. And it's all a matter of can Welmu both clean up the hatchery and put some pressure onto CatZ before he gets to explode in drones. He's not going to have a lot of time to make it happen. And CatZ actually cancels the hatchery. He just says, no, I'm just going to keep those minerals, invest them at home. He says, I have no intention of investing anything there. So really great call by Welmu not to overreact. He's going to be going double adepts as well as the mothership core and going to be pressuring across that map very soon. Hey, Fatality! Welcome back to France, mate. Hope your trip home wasn't too hazardous. Alright, a couple of adepts. What do you do from here, though? There we go. Okay, he's going to go into probably oracles from here. Just 1/3 adept on the way. There is Zergling speed started, as well as 3 queens and 8 Zerglings. Keep in mind, though, because Welmu didn't overreact to that proxy hatch, he actually is up in workers by a couple right now. If these adepts can just occupy CatZ and force him to build a lot of Zerglings, which they're already doing, then he will have a chance of getting ahead even further on these workers. Grabs one drone, a second drone goes down. CatZ a little bit slow with that drone pull. Those adepts shade into the main base, takes down another drone, another one. Oh man, he's got a massive worker lead right now. He sees a decent amount of Zerglings. What he doesn't see, though, is that... Oh, did he see the Baneling Nest, actually? Oh, he did see it. So CatZ, I think he was going to go all in with the Baneling Nest, but now he's actually just committing back to drones. But Welmu's established a really nice lead for himself. He's actually building Phoenix, which is going to be fantastic for spotting drops, and with an evolution chamber already on the way, and that's really good. You can see Welmu's very aware of just how much drop space there is for those slow overlords to come and drop Banelings and Zerglings in the back of his base. I really hope for CatZ's sake that he doesn't just go all in right now, because I think Welmu is very well set up to defend this. But mass Zerglings on the production tab and Overlord morphing on the backside. Don't think that's going to be able to do much. Welmu has a super solid ramp here. But if the Banelings can bust this Adept and get him without a pylon being able to wall off behind, then this could still work out quite well. Sorry for the observing, guys. Got to get my settings fixed up after this game. It's a little bit dodgy on the settings. Here we go. Zerglings and Banelings are coming on in. They will be able to get a nice surround on those couple of Adepts. No Glaives are there just yet. A couple sentries warping in on the high ground. These pylons not going to get a chance to finish, so CatZ will be able to deny this expansion, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not enough damage. Right now, Welmu is up on 2 bases, fully saturated. He's pumping out these beautiful high-tech Stargate units. Yes, he doesn't have a Forge or a Twilight Council, but what does CatZ really have behind this? He's got map control with a pack of Zerglings. He's down 10 workers, even though he's spread across more bases. Only now starting a lair. No upgrades on the way on that Evo chamber yet, so got to give an advantage here to Welmu, but he has to establish this third or CatZ will overtake him. And CatZ going to come in for the deny. If he can get that probe, that's going to be fantastic. The Zergling does come in. Oh, and he snatches this probe. Welmu actually only a couple Zealots in the depth here. That Oracle needs to turn on its laser beam. Slow reaction from Welmu. Loses almost all those units before the Oracle starts blasting them down. And now he's going to lose the probe as well. Oh man, Welmu here flailing a little bit under the pressure. Keep in mind, it is quite early over there in Finland right now, and Welmu is already down 1 game, so I should actually fix up that scoreboard. There we go. I believe this is best of 3. I do need to check the format. I'm pretty disorganized today, but damn. CatZ is actually doing well now. He's up at 60 drones. Oh, he's going to click on the Nexus. Blows up the Nexus with those 3 Banelings before it can cancel. More minerals down the drain. Welmu, though, he's actually going up to 3 Stargated Fleet Beacon. He wants the turtle to carriers, but with the edges which CatZ has bought for himself, I think it's going to be a long time before any carriers actually get out on the map. Hydroden is on the way for CatZ. He's adding a melee upgrade. A lot of queens are on the way. Only now going to be dropping a Spore Crawler here. No Spore Crawler in the main, but with only 2 Phoenix threatening, that is completely fine. CatZ up at that nice 3 base saturation, adding all his gases and the rest of his drones now. Welmu on the other side, starting up Graviton Catapult, starting up his carrier production. And Welmu's whole plan is just turtle on 3 base and hope I get out enough carriers. I'd love to see CatZ actually add in some Corruptors. Nice little harassment here. Manages to take it up to a total of 5 workers killed. These Phoenix, kind of impotent. Only 2 Phoenix, can't really do a lot. I guess they should try and find these Overlords if they can. There's no Overlord speed done just yet. Hydra range is on the way. It is up to 10 queens. I think CatZ might be thinking about doing a big Hydra Queen push. I can't blame him for it either. Personally, I love range upgrades with the new Hydra range. I feel like you always want to go Hydra attack over Zergling attack, unless you're going like mass Zerglings and only a handful of Hydras. But CatZ is going to show us something special. No doubt he's going to use those counter attacks and try to get value out of that. Stasis Trap's already going down here for Welmu. That's a good addition. Forge going down so we can start adding cannons with excess minerals. And those first 3 carriers are getting very close to finished. Right now, there is a total of 12 Hydras out. 4 more on the way. Overlord speed's on the way. It looks like, yeah, Queen Hydra push is going to be the order of the day. Keep in mind, in the last few months, Queen's got a bonus of range against air units, and Hydras also have an extra range. So we've got 7 range Hydras, 8 range Queens against the carriers and interceptors. I think these Stasis Traps might be the only thing which gives me hope here for Welmu holding on against that push that will be coming across. We've got movement speed for those Hydras on the way. More and more Hydras coming. No 4th base on the way for CatZ. He is just going to be going completely aggressive. And, yeah. Oh, okay. I was thinking he's taking a bit long to do this. Like, you really want to hit that frontal assault or at least start poking soon. But splitting off a whole bunch of... I'm not sure if that's 10 queens or 10 Hydras. Looks like he's pulled every queen. That's 10 queens. He's going to drop 10 queens in the back while hitting the front with Ling Hydra. I think the reason this is so good is how do you get rid of those queens? Like, they're just going to have so much transfuse, they just won't die, and they'll just sit there denying mining. Ooh, nice Stasis Trap on some Zerglings. Baneling's coming in. 1 cannon has gone down. Of course, keep in mind that Hydras can outrange bunkers and I believe also cannons now. They outrange almost everything, but the Interceptors are coming in, doing a decent job. No charge on these Zealots. Oh, the Guardian Shield doesn't do all that much. Almost all the Interceptors are gone. There's only 8 of them left, but looks like he has managed to cleave through the Hydras. However, at the same time, Queens have dropped in the back, picking off another another 4 or 5 workers there. And, uh-oh, that Nexus is actually going to start going down really fast. More Zerglings and Hydras are coming in the front. Looks like the 4 carriers are going to go to defend that. 2 Phoenix are going to head out there as well. We're going to try and maybe pick up those Queens, but the Queens blast one of them down almost instantly. The Hydras and Lings coming back in on the front. There's only Overcharge and a couple Zealots here to defend. The carriers are going to overwhelm those Queens on the backside. CatZ a little bit sloppy on his transfuses, focusing on the front, but he gets the Nexus. Knocks Welmu back down to 2 base, and these Hydras here doing a beautiful amount of damage. The Mothership Core goes down, losing a lot of mining here. Welmu is taking way too much damage right now. And it looks like these Hydras have managed to do their job. Welmu right now so far behind in that income. CatZ now has that 4th base up. He will be able to transition down there soon from that main base. He's still got creep in the back door of Welmu. Didn't manage to save any of those queens. And right now is struggling with lava. Oh no, he's got plenty of lava. I think he actually queued up so many injects on his queens that it didn't matter that he hasn't had queens at home. You can see these hatcheries have been injecting this entire time, despite the queens picking up to go drop minutes ago. So CatZ actually used all that excess queen energy, queued up like 10 injects on each hatch, knowing that it was okay then to pull all those queens into the engagement. But right now, the carrier counterattack coming. That is only 5 carriers there. The interceptors do go out. They don't really get a lot of damage done, but they're very cheap to reproduce. And those Hydras are fast. They're going to engage right on top. It looks like the Oracle has to turn on Slays Beam. One carrier falls, another carrier falls, but most of the Hydralisks are dead. It looks like, there we go, good pullback on that last one. All those Hydras go down, and CatZ actually wasting so much gas on those Banelings as well. Maybe not the right call. CatZ taking a rather poor engage there. I think he needed to wait for more units, maybe get some Infestors in there or something to disable those Interceptors, but that was actually the fight that Welmu needed, and now suddenly Welmu is actually even in supply. These +1 melee Zerglings are going to start rotating down to drop once again. The income is still vastly in CatZ's favor. 3 times that mineral income, slightly more gas income as well. Welmu struggling to get back on his feet. He is broke right now. He's got a lot of gas in the bank, but Mothership is on the way as well as that +2 attack for those carriers. But yeah, I mean, these carriers in equal numbers, they're going to trade really well. And he's actually up 20 army supply right now. I think CatZ might have been a little bit too wasteful. Oh, the drop in the main. All the Stargates are depowered. This is what CatZ needs. He's going to do better in a base trade than the carriers probably. This is his best chance. And it looks like, okay, Overcharge does hold off a lot of those Zerglings in the main. But the 3rd base completely exposed. I think Welmu needs to just run the probes and embrace the base trade right now. His carriers seem to be doing that, but they're wasting time attacking eggs. Oh no, and because of their low attack point, the armor of the eggs is making them almost invulnerable. Hydras are on top of that base. There we go. Welmu is going to save some of these probes. He needs to get them out of there. His production is completely gone right now. He's going to get his +2 to finish. I think he's trying to build cannons in his main with the rest of his money. Oh, CatZ tries to get up some spores, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Welmu still has enough minerals to replenish these interceptors, so he can afford to lose a few, and only a few spore crawlers left. He's still mining minerals on the left-hand side. Ooh, already taking a Nexus on the gold. Welmu handling this situation very well. And it looks like, even though CatZ, he looked like he was poised to get the upset over Welmu. Welmu now brings it back his experience in these important situations. This is going to be coming to the front. Cannons and Overcharge actually going to pick off a lot of those Hydras. And it looks like Welmu, oh man, CatZ doesn't even realize about the 4th base. CatZ is in so much trouble right now. Sentry's still alive underneath for that Guardian Shield and Force Field. Almost all the Hydras are gone, and I think that's about all she wrote. We've got a single Viper on the way. CatZ is going to try and abduct into these spores, but I mean, with that many Interceptors, I don't think it's going to matter. A few more Hydras are down here for CatZ. He's going to try and elevate her up into that main base, but there's already some Zealots right there. Charge is still not done, though, so I think the Hydras and Zerglings will be able to overwhelm. Indeed, they will. At the same time, though, every single Spore Crawler goes down. Viper doesn't have energy yet. CatZ is just being overwhelmed. The carriers are too strong. Those Interceptors just pretty much free right now. And GG.